Record. That looks pretty straight, right?
I think so.
All right. What was this called again?
Paint night?
Paint Night Chronicles.
Are you gonna do it?
Thanks for joining us for Paint Night. Yeah. Paint Night. All right, so we're going to continue on with what we started last time, which were these little figures.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the middle of using the old Army Painter war paints. And you were in the process of figuring out your colors.
I think I just kept going back and forth, trying to figure out the clothing.
You don't remember what you're doing anymore?
Yeah, well, obviously I need to fix the hair because it's not looking very good.
Okay, so you were also using some tools that you've never used before.
Yes.
So
Is
this
that still my
palette-
paint from before?
No, don't use that paint. But you can see it still kept it wet.
So that was my paint from before.
Oh, that was your paint. Sorry, I meant like don't use that.
Yeah,
paint.
okay.
So pick a new spot and just start working there.
Okay.
All
What
right.
is this anyway? Like paper?
Yeah, it's kind of like parchment paper. It's not parchment paper exactly, but it's very similar to it.
So do you have to keep replacing it every time or?
Yeah, I have a whole stack of them.
Oh.
All
Okay,
right.
so what am I
I
gonna
was
do?
going to start on the cloak. I'm not sure which color I used anymore. I think it was Angel's Green.
Keep thinking on our paint night with our friends
Yeah.
and how they kept spilling the paint. And I feel so bad about, like, when I happened to spill it, I tried to use it in as many spots as possible. But it worked out. Made me have a silver hair for my model. And it was red too, right? It seemed like everyone had been in a horror movie or something.
There was a lot of red paint that spilled.
Mm-hmm. Do I still need to wet this?
Yes.
Oh, in here or there?
In the water. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna put some here. I'm gonna pretend that I know what I'm doing.
So you want to talk about our paint night?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. So along the same lines as this, of essentially, having fun painting, not just painting as a solo activity, we decided to ask some of our board game friends if they wanted to try painting.
Oh, this time you didn't ask.
Oh yeah.
The first time you asked.
So I asked 2 weeks ago, and we all painted some rock figures from a game called Besieged. I figured it'd be a good place to start. It's fairly basic, or not basic, I guess, but it's contained, right? We can use the same colors. Fire is, using white, red, yellow, orange, and then black for the stones. So we did that. The first paint night, I think everyone had fun, but just reviewing what we had done, I
You missed a very important detail.
Yeah, I didn't really explain what we were doing there.
The blending technique.
Wet blending, yeah. So I was having them do some wet blending, but I didn't really explain it and give an example. So what ended up happening was a lot of people were painting in bands, essentially, right? Creating one band of yellow, one band of orange, one band of red.
You had explained that to me before the blending, and I still did bands too. Because then, the other thing too is that when you're not proficient at it, like to be able to do that blending, you gotta make sure that it's still wet. I feel like you have to be fast and...
Yes, you do have to be fast. Especially because acrylic paints that we use for miniatures dry very quickly. They're not intended to stay moist the way oil
Moist.
paints do. I think I said moist last time on our paint night.
I'm pretty sure. Well, so that word is funny to me just from the movie Something Dave Need a Date Night. And so, because they say moist, and I just, whenever anyone says moist, I think about it with like the way that Zac Efron and the other guys are saying it in the movie. Anyway, so back to painting with friends.
Yeah, so then the following week, I invited them over for board games again, and I asked if they would be interested in painting. And I got some thumbs up. So I pulled out some more, all the smaller rock figures, right?
Yeah.
So following the same lava scheme again, but this time explaining to them how wet blending works and doing a full example of wet blending of different areas. I think definitely helped. And we got some good outcomes from it. I thought they looked really good.
And they did.
And then when we finished that up, I had primed some orcs and some goblins from Arcadia Quest. So I also figured, figures from kind of that, I guess, chibi style in Arcadia Quest. They're larger figures, have larger features on them than your traditional like Warhammer figure. So I just figured it'd be easier or a better place for a starting painter, right? Similar to these, like they have larger features, so a little easier to work with, especially as you're just learning how to handle a paintbrush.
I mean, I still have the mill paintbrushes like a 3-year-old.
But yeah, everyone got to choose an orc or a goblin, and they went to town. And I also decided to leverage speed paints, so I pulled out a full set of the Speed Paint 2.0, so they had lots of options on colors. And aside from just explaining kind of how speed paints work, like, they're kind of watery. They'll give you different tones. You want to load your brush, but don't overload it. You want to pull the brush as you stroke into the features. Don't dab at it. Let it dry. Yeah, just some basic pointers, and from there, everyone was off to the races and picking whatever colors they wanted.
Well, it's cool to see that they were also kind of like giving them personality, right?
Yeah. Nobody was afraid to try whatever they wanted, which is good.
Is this what I used for the face?
I think so. I don't know.
Green.
You definitely used that for something.
You know what? It was for the little thingy here on the... That's not the face. I think maybe I'll just do an ink for the face instead of another layer of something of another color. Okay, now the hooves. What do I want to put in there? Matte brown, maybe. Ooh, what is this? Burnt umber. What does that mean? Is it like a grayish?
It's brown.
Okay. Why don't they just call it burnt brown? Oh, yeah, I guess it is brown. It's coming out. How's your day?
Good. I was just thinking on their painting of the goblins and the orcs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, as a newer painter, the one advantage I think that you bring to that experience is your willingness to experiment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the purple goblin, I think, turned out really well.
Oh, yeah.
But like me as a, I wouldn't say too experienced, but like painting for a while, that's just not something I would have thought to do because I painted so many green goblins.
Mm-hmm.
That to me, it's kind of ingrained now, right? But I thought it was really neat. Same with the more skin-toned orc. I think it turned out quite well too.
Oh, the one that looked like a zombie?
Zombie? Is that how you viewed it?
The one that was like a fleshy...
Yeah.
Yeah, like when a human is turning into a zombie. It's like that transition phase.
That's not how I viewed it, but... I thought it was almost
Because I'm
like
an
that.
expert on
You're an
zombies.
expert.
I have seen it, so I know how it looks like.
I'm trying to wet blend these guys. They're so thin and transparent.
Yeah, I remember when I painted those demonettes. That was my first ever painting challenge. That was too much.
What was too much?
Well, the faces, right? Like, it was hard to see them.
Oh.
And then, because they were primed, I'm pretty sure, didn't you prime them black?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it makes it hard to figure out what's what. I remember the one that I had fun with was Father Nurgle, whatever the name was, because it was pretty big.
I think you chose silver hair for your demonettes too, didn't you?
I did.
You got a thing for silver hair?
Well, that one I chose. The goblin with the silver hair was, because that's the spill paint.
You could have picked any part on the goblin. You picked its hair.
I'm pretty sure that I had right on the clothes and the skin. So there was not much left.
What are you working on now there?
I'm thinking,
I see a lot of thinking, not a lot of painting.
I think the eyes. But I don't know what to do with the eyes. I'm gonna blend this in. Yeah, I'm thinking back on like when we were doing the painting of the fire miniatures. Kind of reminded me of the flamers from Warhammer Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
How I'm pretty sure that I tried to blend them. Just, I don't think that I need a technique.
Not knowing what blending was.
Yeah. But still, the best mistake I ever made was that Ronald McDonald's mouth. And the one model from, what was it?
Zombicide?
Oh yeah, it was one of the heroes. And it's funny that when we were doing the painting night the other day with our friends, how we were just doing the pupils or the eyes, I guess, just one color, one solid color. Because I've always seen how you do like very small details on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think that it was going to look good. It's just one solid color. But it actually worked out. Oh, the eyes are so hard. And now I gotta figure out what I used before to correct it. That's one of the things that I liked of the... Yeah, oh, making a mess here. It's one of the things that I liked of the speed paints. You could just take them off with water easily. Okay, here I'm making a mess. I'm gonna have to figure out what the skin was. I think it was ivory.
It might have been ivory.
You think so?
Yeah, it could have been ivory.
Okay, well, it's gonna be ivory. If it wasn't, now this is a new color. Okay, well, might as well go to town with this eye. Make sure that there's full coverage. If I'm gonna ruin it, I might as well do it all good now. Let's see whether we can have music on. Okay.
Now here's a question. So, as you're painting there, do you notice any difference
And what?
between the cheap synthetic brushes that you used versus those expensive Kolinsky Sable brushes that you're using right now?
No, look, because there's... I don't know, I feel like they
Don't do that.
separate so much. I still feel like they separate too much. And there's always like the one here that is
You gotta
longer.
do this. You gotta shape your point.
Well, don't give me expensive tools if you're not gonna tell me how it's used.
You made me drop my brush.
You were so terrified at how I was treating it. Can't do that, my fingers want to cramp up. And I feel like it looks worse. Thank you for your trust, but I don't think you should trust me with your expensive brushes.
So what is your comment there then?
What?
That you liked the synthetic brushes more?
No, it doesn't make a difference to me. So you have, over the years, acquired new, I guess, tools in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, these lamps. There's also the thing to dry your brushes to hang them. So what would you say that... Because before you used to have just like brushes and paints, right? And inks and stuff like that. What would you say? Does it make a big difference, or how do you think about those purchases?
As in which one makes the biggest difference? Or
Yeah.
the lights. I think the lights was the best investment.
Remember I told you that I was considering getting you... I can't remember if it was the goggles.
I do want to try them out. I'm interested in giving those things a try.
So if I had gotten that for you, you will have appreciated it.
Yep. Although at the time when you were looking at them, I wasn't even aware of them, actually.
See, I was doing my research.
You were ahead of the curve.
I know that. I was also considering the airbrushes. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Or would you have thought of that? Of that
I'd
as a
like to
gift?
get a hairbrush. I got a cheap one just to try it out. So I understand the benefit of it now. But I don't think I'd want to... Essentially, if I get one, I want to get a good one. Now that I've tried what a cheap one looks like. And I think the biggest part of it is the air compressor more than anything.
What would you use it for? Like, for all of your models or specific ones?
No, I think I'd try to use it as often as I could.
Do you think that it takes away some of your enjoyment from painting?
I don't think so. I don't see why I would, but obviously I don't have one. If anything, it would speed it up. You can get your foundations and your shadows in faster.
Also, you wouldn't do... Oh, no, because you still have to do the details, right?
Yeah, you still
By
have
hand.
to use a brush.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. I think it's not as bad anymore. Now I have to go back to correct some of the other parts that I had already finished painting.
Are you actually going to finish today?
I think so.
Are you doing any highlights, or are you just base coating everything once?
My what?
What did you say? I what? Was that
No,
your answer?
am I what? What did you say? What did you say?
Are you highlighting?
No.
No? Just one coat on everything?
Yep. I don't see the benefit of highlighting. I'm just gonna use... No, I know that. It's just... I don't know, these models are not inviting me to do highlights. Maybe, you know what? I'll do the dry brush.
Your dry brushes are there.
I know that, but I'm not done yet.
I thought you were looking at me,
No,
asking for a dry brush.
no, I'm not. Just waiting for these things to dry a little bit for the second coating, and then... One of the things that I noticed, and I'm not sure if I was just misreading body language, when we had our paint night with our friends, it seemed like they were actually relaxed painting.
Yeah, I told you, painting is relaxing.
It's not relaxing for me though.
You're not doing it right.
Clearly I'm not. I like to paint when I have a purpose.
Yeah. Having a purpose is relaxing.
No, that's not my purpose for painting. It doesn't speak to me in the same way.
I did enjoy the paint nights, though.
Mm-hmm.
As I mentioned before, I do find painting very relaxing. I think painting is probably my favorite hobby.
I can't talk right now. I'm too concentrated. I don't even want to breathe. See, maybe that's why I don't find it relaxing. Because I'm holding my breath. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so you said that you didn't want me to do that on... How am I supposed to try it here? Like this? Like that?
That's fine.
You don't even want to look at me?
That's why I gave you the holder there, so you can rest the paintbrushes there.
You didn't tell me what it was for.
I thought you could figure it out.
You're giving me too much credit here. Okay, actually I need this one. Okay, so glasses. What do I want? Bronze. I'm gonna need that one. And how am I gonna do the shades then? This one. Okay, let's see how this goes. I keep remembering about the spill paint. So I was just about to press it a little bit too hard. How you were saying that you're not supposed to put it completely upside down.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's another thing that you failed to mention.
You gotta learn it the hard way, just like I did.
But that was the point of it, that now that you learned about it.
No, sometimes you just gotta experience and learn yourself. Like spilling your paint all over the place. Don't you remember spilling Games Workshops? The black inks all the time? The brown inks?
No, I don't remember that.
Those things. Notorious.
The ones that have the lid that pop open?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember spilling any of those. It's been mostly these ones that when they're plugged, and instead of grabbing a pin and unplugging it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can make it work.
Just gotta squeeze it a little harder.
Yeah. And then it explodes. So what are we gonna paint next? If I finish this one.
I'm getting there, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it today.
You're doing too many details, that's why.
There's a lot of things here. There's paper scrolls.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice those ones. Oh man, okay. So, paper. I can't use this ivory anymore because I already used it on the face. What color are the scrolls?
Whatever color you want them to be. They can be ivory.
But I already did the face ivory.
And?
You don't think it's gonna look too weird?
No.
Sure.
You can add a tiniest little drop of
I just did.
something and it'll look slightly different.
I know, I just did.
All thanks to my good advice.
No, I did it before you said that. This is so intense.
Your scrolls?
Yeah.
I'm using this mummy robe color.
Mummy robe?
That's what it's called.
Oh. Wait, did you say mummy as in...
Mm-hmm. That's right.
No, you don't know what I'm asking.
Yeah, I know.
As in mommy as in mom? Or as in mummy as in monster?
Monster.
Oh. 'Cause for a second I was thinking that you were talking about my robe. And it was the same color.
I tend to refer to you as Mammy or Mommy.
I know that, but just in case that you wanted to be mean. We need professional chairs. I'm pretty sure that the one thing that I gave you, I think it was the dryer, right? The drying rack for the brushes. I'm pretty sure I surprised you with that gift.
Mm-hmm. And the brush.
Well, that I don't remember buying it. It was probably in your list. So if it's in your list, I don't feel like I'm
Just
putting.
surprised me that you got it.
I know, but it's. Cause I don't like giving things that you're telling me to get you. Like,
Right.
just go and buy it yourself. The other one, I did my own research. So I'm very proud that I got something that is useful. Did you put the timer?
Nope.
Guess I'm gonna have to check my phone to make sure that we're not going. Where's my phone? Yeah, we've got about 10 more minutes. I don't know if I'm gonna get anywhere with those 10 minutes.
Does it look any different from when you started?
A little bit. I got the eyes and the hooves. I changed the hair a little bit too. It was too flat before. I've also accumulated a number of mistakes that I'm not gonna correct.
That you're not going to correct?
Nah. Okay. Next one, gunmetal. I guess that's too little. Okay.
So your other question about things that I bought, I think light was definitely number one. I think the second, I guess, best investment for me has been in my paints,
The brand or the type of paints?
the brands. Just moving away from these paints just makes painting more enjoyable, easier, faster. Like, I definitely think I would have been done by now if I had been using paints that didn't require so many coats.
What about the spit paints? Why did you get them? You just want to try the technique, or
Oh
you
yeah,
actually like them?
they looked interesting. I wanted to try them, and I think they serve their purpose for when I want to paint something very fast, or when I want the kids to paint something or learn, because that's how our son was learning, using speed paints.
Those are, like I said before, I feel like you gotta be fast with those ones. How did you find them with the kids?
Well, he paints very fast.
I guess he doesn't care about the details as much.
I think he cares. He's very specific and particular about where he puts his paints. He just does it fast. He knows what he wants and he goes after it.
Yeah, the two of them are definitely much better painters than me.
This orc blood is coming out like water.
What about your shaker thingy?
Oh, I like that. But I mean, it's not like I couldn't do without it.
How did you find about that? Did you just saw it? Did you get hit up with an ad? Or?
No, just watching other painters. Makes sense. Vortex mixer.
Mm-hmm. I think the kids like using it.
Yep. They definitely do. I think they like sticking their finger on it too. Just letting it shake their hand.
Sounds about right. I would probably do that when you're not watching. Just like that piece of the board game.
The what?
The Everdell, the stone thingy. The gem, the gray gem. I really want to put it in my mouth.
The stone?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the gummies.
No,
The
the other one.
berries.
No, the other one.
Why the stones?
I don't know, it looks so pretty. I want to taste it. Okay. Do you have? You probably do. One then. No, I'm gonna do this one.
Just not gonna ask.
Nope. I am an independent woman. Oh, paint's exploding out. So what's the shelf time of paints?
No idea. They last forever.
No.
Hmm?
I mean, they must be getting thick or something at some point, right? Oh man, painted what I didn't want to paint. Too late.
I mean, if they're not sealed properly, they'll dry out. I mean, some of these armor painters' paints are pretty old.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have any of my original Games Workshop paints, though. I think those all dried out.
What about your shelves to put all your paint. Did you get them from a specialized store or what did you use?
No, they're just Amazon.
Hmm.
They're nail polish holders.
Uh,
Makes sense though, right?
it does. It also looks very pretty to have them on display like that. I don't know what I'm looking at here.
What's the problem?
That I don't know what I'm looking at. Yeah. I'm just gonna do the last bit of the goggles and I think I'm ready to highlight.
You said you weren't going to highlight. Change your
Not
mind?
highlight, the dry.
A dry brush.
Yeah. Still a highlight though, right?
That's true.
Yeah, that trick that you showed me to highlight, to be able to find the features, like when, after priming it, that came in handy. Especially with the models that were primed black and that were a little bit too small to see the details. That dry brushing tray that you made, with like the pieces that you put on them,
Mm-hmm.
that looks pretty cool. Wonder if our friends thought so too.
Yeah.
It looks like a professional tray for dry brushing. Did you just come up with that idea yourself, or did you see someone doing it?
No, I've seen people doing that.
Hmm.
Although a lot of the newer ones that people produce
Mm-hmm.
for dry brushing is actually like that one there. It's the MDF with like an engraved design on it, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably do something similar with pyrography, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, because there's some of the tips that are supposed to do, I don't know, indentations, I guess. And if it's wood or material that is burning fast, then the deeper it goes. Talking like an expert. I've only
Expert
done,
pyrographer.
yeah, and I've only done, what, 4 projects? Am I pushing your elbow?
Nope.
Yeah. Not like I will have moved anyway, but when you started, did you already have enough control of your brush? Or like what was the most...
I don't think so. I don't think I have any of my original guys that I painted anymore. I probably just primed them black again. They were pretty bad.
So no one could see them. There's no proof.
No proof.
And then back then there were no cell phones with camera.
Not that old.
Well, it was not the norm. Because the phones didn't even have a lot of memory. And even then, they're trying to take a picture of a miniature with the resolution of the cameras back then. Wouldn't have worked out.
That's true.
No. Oh, I like my glasses.
After you just said no.
Well, I mean, I screwed up, but... See? Corrected it, like it never happened.
I also screwed up my eyes.
Oh, my eyes are... I'm not gonna change that. There's no way that I can do anything about it. Unless you want to do my eyes.
That's how you fix your eyes? Give it to me?
Yep.
I fixed my eyes. There we go.
If I wanted to fix my eyes, I will probably screw up with something else. So I'm just gonna leave them like that, looking a little bit creepy.
Nope. Eyes are not fixed. I'm gonna have to fix that.
Okay, well, so I do like my goggles a lot. That's about the only thing that I really like.
You're calling it done?
No, I still need to do the dry brushing. And then I want to do some ink. What is this doing here? What is this? A base? Screaming bell.
That's a base coat color.
Yeah, what is it like?
In this metal.
Is it like instead of a primer?
No, it's just a metal color.
Oh. Well, it says base.
As in like a base coat. That's how Games Workshops labels their paints.
Oh.
Base coat colors, layer colors, and I think they use highlight or something for the third.
I don't understand your... I see whites on this side, I see whites on that side. And it's ivory white.
No, there's only one white up there. There's no whites down here.
What is this?
Well, you put that there. That's your green gray.
So that should be... No, that's like green, right?
It's a gray.
Where's the gray? With all the white?
All the grays there.
It says white gray. I'm just gonna put it there. Green, brown. Okay, brown was here. Pale blue. With the blues, I guess. Dark blue. Then I guess blues. Metallic. Yeah, the metallics, you don't have that many, so that's easy. Okay, so what am I gonna use for the highlights? Just like a white? Off-white? No, the highlights, the dry brushing. Oh, that looks nice.
Is that better?
Yeah.
You're not as freaky anymore?
No, it looks very nice. Look at mine.
Yours looks like a skeleton.
I know. What am I supposed to do with it? Let me see yours. No, that's... Okay, my eyes are looking too freaky now. What do I do? White?
Oh, I see what you painted. Okay, I thought you had the whole eye socket. It's just brown.
No, but...
Well, then put a little line of black and a dot of white on the black.
A line? Just a line?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, okay. Where are your blacks? Oh,
All the blacks are there. You saw them now?
yes. Maybe you can reach it for me. It's on your side.
Black.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna pick this black.
You weren't going to pick black?
Did the other one say black too?
No.
So I guess I wanna go with a thinner brush.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
I'm just gonna make a line. According to you, it should be easy because it's a line. Wait, can I see it again?
It's not gonna go over well?
Nope. I already see it not working. I don't know about this.
You can do it.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait until it dries to put the white one on. Yeah, you did a dot, right, with white?
Mm-hmm. I didn't have white, so I just used the pink, but it looks as white.
I'll have some leftover white-ish, so I'll just add. Okay, what was I gonna do? I'll just the off-white.
I think that's the other thing I kind of realized as I painted more is you don't have to paint things that are brown or any color, I guess. Like when you have more than one spot on your model, but they're different things, you don't always necessarily have to pick a different brown, a different green. It's okay to use the same color more than once, especially when it's not like a main part of the figure.
You lost me.
Like you were asking about, can I use this white, this off-white I think it was?
Mm-hmm.
Because you had already used it for the skin or whatever, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I've just found that you can use the same colors and it's not gonna look like it's the same, especially when it's in different parts of the body. You can still get away with using the same color in multiple areas. Because I was definitely someone that, like, if my person had a belt and pouches and straps, I'd try and use a different brown for everything.
I like using the same colors, especially if I already have the paint out. I'm like, there's some paint left. Well, I'll just use it. That's the only reason. Nothing else.
You're not looking for color harmony.
No, I'm not. Chances are that I already use some colors that don't go together. So.
All right, let's do the metal. Let's do this part fast. Got some real paints now.
Okay, before you get too excited, I need some inks. Or washes, whatever I'm supposed to be using.
Meaning that you're supposed to be.
Well, I don't know what the difference is. Ink, I think, is what I'm looking for. To give it some dimension. Or is that the wash?
You trying to sound like you know what you're talking about?
No, I just know that you told me one time that, because I was looking for one of them to do something specific, and you were like, no, you need the other one. But I can't remember what it was for.
So you just threw the word dimension in there?
No, I think that's exactly the word that I wanted to use. I want some dimension. What do I use?
I don't know what dimension means, but I'll give you some inks. What color ink are you looking for?
I need a blue,
Like a
a
dark
brown,
blue? Or a bright blue?
bright blue, and a brown. And that's it. I forgot about the eye.
You forgot about your mission on the eye? Here we go, the moment of truth. That looks good. That's surprisingly good.
Thank you, I think.
Where the heck is it not over there?
What?
What's that game color blue there?
This?
The second one. No. Nope, that's not it. Huh. Oh, maybe it's in here. Yeah, it is. So you want blue ink?
I don't know. Is that what I want? What does this do versus a washer? Okay, that's what I'm looking for, the little thingies.
So you want the standard earth brown?
Yeah.
Agraff earth trait?
Yeah.
The one that
How would
goes
I
on
have known
everything?
that there's more than one brown? Okay, that one and then a blue.
You don't want that bright blue?
What does that do?
It's gonna give everything a tint of light blue.
And what does the other one do?
I only have a really dark one.
But what does that do?
It's gonna go more in the recesses.
Okay, that's what I want.
Okay.
Are you sure you want me to use this one for this?
No, I don't want you to use that for that.
Well, you didn't tell me anything about it. Should I just grab one from here?
Sure.
This is the kids' brushes because they're looking pretty beat up.
Yep. How much? What are you looking to cover?
This is fine.
Is it a lot or a little?
A little bit. I found one. It looks
sure?
appropriate. I like to use number 2 for everything. Or 0. Oh, look at that. This is a number 1. The average. In my head, I keep singing that song from the Just Dance. One about the wolf and the banana.
The one I have stuck in my head is the Fireball song.
Fireball.
Yep. I don't even know why. I don't think we heard that one today.
Pretty sure it was in our playlist. When we were eating. Now I have that one stuck in my head.
Excellent.
I'm pretty sure we have gone over the intended time to paint. These Citadel paints, or washes, or whatever they're called. We've had them for several years too, right?
Yeah. And as you can see, that one's been spilled several times.
I may have spilled some of this before. What did we do with the spin paints? Was it the zombie side?
Yep. Something beside.
Yeah, this one turned out pretty good.
Did you say pretty bad?
Pretty good.
Oh. Where are you on right now?
Just putting blue all over the place. And blue dabadi.
I'm actually seeing the finish line on my guy right now.
Yeah, me too. I think I can finish it today. Well, I don't think so. I am going to finish it today.
So what do you want to paint next?
Oh, shoot, I think I put too much.
Any thoughts?
I don't know.
Actually, I was talking about looking at going through an instruction book that I have, right?
Which one?
I have an online version of a painting guide, like a painting, not tutorials, I don't know what I would call them. They're like a learner's book, I guess.
Okay.
Teaching different types of painting.
A book, you said?
Yeah, but I don't have the physical copy yet. I only have the digital version.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, the question was whether or not you wanted to try some of the different painting, I guess they're styles.
Techniques?
Techniques, maybe that's the better word, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Who
guess
knows?
the only
Maybe
thing
maybe
is,
there's one that will work better for me. Maybe there's still hope.
the only thing was though, if we're trying a bunch of different techniques, you probably don't want to try it on something that you're intending to have as a group, right? Like we were talking like a Marvel squad.
Oh, right.
Where, yeah, you don't want each of them painted in completely different styles.
Well, do you have standalone models?
Oh yeah, they have like standalone models. I have to look at different ones. How's that coming along?
That looks pretty good.
It's looking good. It's almost done.
I'm almost done too.
You're gonna beat me.
Yeah, maybe.
So all I have left is the metal, and then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the lenses.
That's probably the thing that I like the most about my miniature. The goggles. Like, if I had them for real, I will wear them. It's so hard to hold the miniatures with a stand.
No, it's not.
Like I was looking at you, right? How you like rest your other hand so that the pressure is not on the brush. But I just can't seem to do that. I feel like it's the other hand that is too far apart. That is not helping.
Let's see.
That's how I paint from afar.
I think it's your... Extend your fingers. No, that's even worse.
No, I can't do that.
You like your claw?
Yep. Look at me go. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Okay, yeah. I'm liking the hair now.
The hair? What?
It looks like hair to me. That's what I've been imagining all this stuff. I just realized that it's not hair. Horns?
Yeah, he has horns.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's an ox.
All this time I've been imagining like, you know, like those hairs from, I don't know, like the 20s maybe? Like 1920 or something. Like I've seen this in history books, definitely. This kind of hairdos. Okay, so it's not a crazy hairdo.
No,
It's just horn.
just horns.
Well, you told me that I could make whatever I wanted with my miniature, so
Yes, you can.
my miniature has hair. Very stylish hair. Do you have a yellowish, what is it called?
Wash?
Wash, yes.
Yeah.
Can I have it?
I'm gonna mix it before you use
Yeah.
it. You got that brown open.
Yeah, I know. I'm still using it.
Just making sure you don't knock it over.
Nope. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
All right, now that's left is the lenses.
By the time you're done, I'm just gonna be sleeping already.
You mean I'm done? All I have left is the lens. I don't know what color to make the lens.
Oh, the little part. I thought you meant the whole goggles.
Oh, I'm gonna make them look cool.
Mine are cool.
What's this orange lens is?
Oh, okay. That's perfect. Think I closed it right? I can't tell.
Yep, it's closed.
Blacks. Oh, you're gonna have to put this one away. Did I close this one? That one's done too. How is this yellow? It looks orange. Fireball.
Where are you putting the yellow? On his hair?
Nope, I may have screwed this up, but I'm committing.
Should have asked that first, because you haven't used yellow at all, have you?
Now I am. I'm experimenting, okay? I'm not completely upset about this. Looks decent. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I think that the wash that I gave you from before, I don't think that it was completely closed. Because I just realized that they actually close on the back.
Yeah, that one doesn't.
Oh, that one doesn't?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, why are they so weird? Yeah, the eyes are looking a little bit decent. The line that I made with black doesn't really show. I think, I can't remember now. Was there a tool?
Hey, are you done?
Yeah.
Oh. When
Well,
did you dry brush?
what?
When did you dry brush?
A while ago.
Oh, I didn't even see you do that.
The base, you're gonna have to do it for me. Or maybe I can try actually. I saw how you were doing it. Let's see if I screw up the feeties.
Nope.
I keep going back to my holding it like a claw. I think that's why I can't draw the brush the way that you tell me to. You can't do it while you're holding it like me.
Nope. I'm not going to be able to finish the goggles today then.
Why?
I need it to dry.
Did you screw it up?
No, I just need it to dry because I keep trying to put a next coat on and it's just breaking the paint underneath it because it's not dry yet.
My paints are better than yours.
You can see where I want to go with the lenses though, eh?
Hold on. Oh, that's cool.
I just need to get it to the lighter color.
Okay, I am completely done.
All right.
Oh,
Now what?
I am not. Because the wash got rid of my nice blue of my goggles. Now it just looks black. Maybe that's where I should have used the ink.
On your goggles?
I missed some parts. But I think that it's just giving them characters like they're scuffed because they have been used. So it's very realistic.
That's what you're going with?
Yes, it's realistic.
Sometimes things in real life just aren't colored, right?
Yeah.
You're trying it? You're trying to fix the point with your wrist or with your hand?
Yeah, I don't think it's working. I don't have mobility in my hands to do that. Okay. The back.
You forgot to paint the back of the base?
No, I didn't. It's just, I think it was thinning a little bit. And there's like some specks. There we
There
go.
you go.
I'm done. You done?
Yeah.
Weren't you complaining that you were not going to be able to finish it?
I'll do a little bit of touch-ups on the lenses, but that's fine. I can do that another day.
Okay. You're still doing it.
All right. Show your figure.
Okay, well, let's see if I can actually get it right this time. I know now that I cannot show the pants. Like under the pants. Yeah, those yellow papers are not looking very good. That's fine.
What do you mean?
Yeah, they turn out too yellow, I think. Yeah, there's the goggles. I do like my hair. Looks better than before. It was too flat. It was just like very solid brown. And I don't know if it's gonna show, but my eyes are not that freaky anymore. They're pretty decent.
Nice.
I cannot unsee this now. It's like, whoosh, the hair.
All right. Well, I'm coming.
Look at your
down.
blonde hair.
My horns. The horns on my guy.
They look really nice.
With his white papers. So I think like you can still get a nice finish with these paints. It just takes way too long.
Did you do an outline around the eyes?
Oh no, I base coated it with a dark brown, which is you can see on the bottom of it.
Oh, and then you put the highlights around that?
Yeah.
Looks like very well defined eyes. Not like mine. It's like there's no edge to the eyes. It was okay for my first.
Mission accomplished.
Finally. Okay.
All right.
Let's go to sleep.
Well, that's a good date night. Paint night.
Paint night.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.